Hey guys, how you doing? It's Trigger here, and I'm going to be bringing you a new series here, and it's going to be about strategic choke points and how to defend certain maps. Now, the first one I'm going to be doing is downhill, and if this is successful, I will be bringing out more of these videos, depending upon how many likes you give to the video and what you want to talk about, what you want to tell me. So, here's what I'm going to start off with. I'm going to start off showing you A and some of the better places to go to as far as a team. Now this is going to be based upon you working as a team with fellow friends and clanmates that you know well, and they're all going to have to get to their position, and they're going to have to hold it with the type of gun that they feel the best with and that works best for that type of area and the distance. Now another big thing that you're also going to want to have too are tack inserts, and you're going to want to tack insert if you're far away from your spawn point, and you're going to want to tack insert close to your defense point, so in case you die you can come back quickly and start defending it right away. Now this is based upon how well you're going to do as a team. Now if you're doing this effectively well, this will work and give you a better chance of a win. And here I'm going to show you coming from A that this rock overlooking A, that you can basically get close to A and just kind of take it over and take that A position there, is one of the better positions to hold and to snipe from. This is a good sniper spot. Light machine gun might work well, but I think a good sniper would be fine. Sniper rifle here, it's okay, but you're against the wall and you're not up against rock cover, so you're not going to have the greatest of cover from anything that would penetrate that wall. So a guy coming up here probably just gets shot from someone laying on that rock or behind the rock on the side. You could use that rock as cover. So I'm going to be trying to show good choke points that are going to help out your teammates where you're inadvertently and advertently defending your teammates, as well as holding down B. And this can work for domination, it can work for team deathmatch. As far as other objectives go, I haven't really looked at demolition too much. I don't play too much demolition, but if some points are covered where some of the demo spots are kind of in the same places as the domination flags, I guess it might work for some of that too. But this is mostly going to work for a team deathmatch domination style type gameplay here. So you're going to want to have a guy there at A, you're going to want to have a guy here at B, here in the corner laying down with a knife with the claymore back there. That's probably one of the better positions, because if they come around the side there and start capping B, you're going to be alerted to that. You can turn around, shoot them, or you can just wait looking down that pillar for an enemy coming that way. For most of these loadouts, you're going to want to have flak jacket, tack mask, tack insert, and if you can afford the points, equip trophy system too. Close range fighters are going to want to have pistols, shotguns, sidearms, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm showing that other position that the guy ran through and got shot from. The guy was waiting in the computer room there from the defensive point, and waiting in that computer room area kind of would confine people into sort of a choke point, like this choke point here. There's a very narrow window that they can shoot you from, although you kind of have a wider range of attack that you can shoot from. Now this last guy here that we're going to be seeing, I believe, is the floater, and he's going to be waiting for someone to cap B, go out and pop him, and or come back here and defend this gondola area for anybody trying to sneak through the gondola way, or just cover that ground and cover that territory, and also help out the guy defending B. So I'm going to show these points of attack here. Now these points of attack are basically some of the best spots you can have. You're going to have optimal cover, and the enemy's not going to have much cover, and you're going to have a pretty good range on them. So A, from the starting point all the way down to that rock. B, you want to probably be along that pillar way, waiting for anybody to come around the corner. And white team white member that's overlooking B, looking long range, is going to want to be near the security room, but outside of it and near the rock. That would be a better position, because inside the security room you can get shot through that wall, and that wouldn't be very good. And going over this a little bit more, you've got your floater on B, and then you got your blue team member aiming up towards the locker area at a severe angle, And the last guy on blue team is going to be aiming down near the very edge of the gondola section in that choke point. Now I'm going to show some weak points that you might encounter during this type of gameplay here. And these are going to be your weak points because if they sneak through the gondola section there, they could do some heavy damage there. If they come around the side of B and they overwhelm you there, you know, you got a lot more guys to deal with. Or they could come around through the security office area and wreak some havoc. So you got to be a little bit aware of that, and you're also going to have to try to deal with that when that comes to that point and regroup and get back in position. And so that's what I wanted to show for that, some of those weak points. And now I'm going to move over to attacking from C and defending C and showing you some really good positions that you could get into when you are on C. So that covers the defense of A, the people coming from A. Now I'm going to show C where your run routes are, where you want to get to. Basically C, the first guy here, I'm indicating different colors, you know, red, white, and blue, you know, as different colored teammates that kind of help each other out. And the gold is the floater, but you can name them, you know, Alpha, Beta, Charlie, or Delta, whatever you want to name them for your teammates. But you're going to want to have 3 separate teams. They're going to want to run, you know, north, central, and southern defensive positions. And so I'm going to indicate here, the red team guy is pretty much all by himself. He's going to be down there by that rock. The 2 white teammates, you know, Team White is going to be going close to B. And, you know, you got your floater there on B in the computer room still. Sort of similar to the other way to defend as well. And, you know, blue and gold teams are kind of identical. Here, what you're going to see is kind of an enemy attacker coming to this position where red team would be waiting in this position here next to this rock. Now, he doesn't have much cover because he's up against a different type of background, so it's very visible, very easy to see him. If you're waiting here, you know, that's okay, but I think more of an ideal position would be here next to this rock on the left side. So you have a very narrow window to hit you from, and you can move back and forth in case you need to dodge some bullets. You can come up here and shoot too, but you're going to be very visible, and if they try sneaking around you along that rock wall, they could get by you and you would never see it. Here are some different positions here to defend B. And Zodiac here, he's in a really cool looking position, but all the way down there to the right, anybody coming down there would just snipe him off, and he wouldn't even notice it if he's trying to look at the left side here. You may not see it. This guy here, Infamous on this rock here, you know, he's trying to, you know, see if this would work out. The rock looks like it's cover. I did shoot through some of the rocks, and I did get a hit marker, so it's okay, but I think the damage might be a little less in here. That's a decent spot, that's okay. I would prefer being up against the wall though, where my main character is. So my trigger character placed him up against the wall, and that's probably one of the better places, and you can put a claymore behind that, so anybody that comes around near you is going to get claymored. Anybody capping B, you're going to know about it. Anybody coming around the end of that pillar, you're going to see them. So that's one of the better places for the guy holding B. He's going to have the most heavy fire coming at him, and it's kind of the same thing as what I said before if you're trying to defend A, but in reverse, in a mirror mode image here, you know, where you're just waiting for the guys coming to you and, you know, trying to hold down B, or just trying to hold this whole area in a team deathmatch as a very defensive way of playing. And so here's the other white team member here, Team White. Here back in this corner here, you can look over this crack in this rock here, all the way down, you know, helping out your other white team member on B not getting shot in the back. And that's a good position. You're basically going to be covering his ass from that position. You can also, you know, use that as a lookout and then move up here a little bit more closer to this rock and kind of use that rock as cover and pick people off with a sniper rifle if you want. Light machine gun might work too, because you might have some close range guys that might take B out. You know, the guy on the pillar, your other you know, team member near the pillar, they might take him out, and then you have to come up and help him out. But here, you know, tack inserting here would be great too, because then you're just right back in the action. So yeah, these two guys on B are going to have some pretty serious stuff going on. They're going to have to really hold down this area. And yeah, also your floater is going to help you out too, here and there. He's going to be moving back and forth. He can definitely help out if someone's capping B, or do whatever else the team needs him to do. Now, for covering this gondola area from the locker room, you can sit here next to this pillar. The gondolas will go by. They might provide some cover for the enemy. You can't do much about it. You could go up next to the lockers against the wall and try shooting from there, and that might work too. But here's behind the pillar at the far end of the northern section here, attacking anybody coming from A, being the C defenders. And that's an okay position, but there's really no cover here, and I'm just showing that by just moving out here and taking a simple shot. It didn't take much, and he can't really move anywhere. He has to actually get up, jump up onto the little ledge again, and get there. But see how Zodiac took out my character running down there? And that's because it's so hard to see them lying down that little niche, and he's got the first shot at me right off the bat. He just does. He can even shoot underneath the gondola, so it's almost a perfect spot. I tried to show this one again. I can actually shoot through that pillar, get a hit marker, and it's not very safe. And so that's what I'm trying to show you with that. This computer room area here, as soon as someone's capping B, you can just come up and pop them and knock them off B, and that works out. So here I'm going to show you some of the targeting areas that you're going to want to stay at and target from. And I just want to also tell you too that with this style of gameplay, you're not necessarily camping per se. You are playing a tactical advantage on the enemy, where you are trying to hold down a position, especially if you're playing domination, and even probably in team deathmatch too, with the fact that you're trying to hold down a position, and moving from your position might put your teammates at risk. Whereas if one of your white team members or blue team members, red team members decides to take a jog somewhere and he gets killed, someone could easily infiltrate you through those spaces. So if you're all staying at these positions and holding them down, you are effectively keeping the rest of your team alive by keeping them from coming around the back and flanking you. So these are some of the best positions you can get into, I believe. And also want to just point out some weak points here again with the little flares, the little explosion marks. And yeah, I just wanted to go over all that with you. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, anything at all, please leave a like, rating, and all that good stuff. And let me know what you think about this. If you got anything else that you think is slightly better, go ahead and leave that in the comments too. And yeah, I will talk to you later. Thanks a lot for watching.